BWOne here from BWOne.com, and it's time to give you my review of the Turtle Beach EarForce DSS. The EarForce DSS is a 7.1 surround sound processor that's supposed to enable any stereo headphone of achieving a 7.1 surround sound experience, and we're going to put that to the test in this review. So the first thing we're going to do is going to check out some of the accessories that it comes with. We'll start off here on the left with the USB, micro USB plug. This allows you to power it up. You can plug it into any USB source and this will power up the DSS. Up top here we have our digital optical cable here as well for Dolby Digital surround sound. And then you have this 3.5mm analog plug. This allows you to plug in like anything like, an iPod or MP3 player directly from the headphones into here, and you can use it on that. You can use it on your iPod, Zune, any other MP3 player with a 3.5 headphone jack. You can also use it on your Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, your home theater system, so there's a bunch of different ways you can use this. So that's pretty much it for the accessories. Now let's take a deeper look and let's do a quick hardware tour around. Okay, now let's take a look around at the EarForce DSS and check out the hardware. We'll start over here on this side, and on this side you have your USB out port, so you can plug in a USB headphones as well. This is your standard headphone port here, and this is your volume knob here, so you can turn the volume up and down. Here on this side is a bass boost, so you can control with this little kind of side slider here. You can control how much bass you want. On this side we have the analog port. You have a input volume right here. You have your digital optical port here, and your USB in port as well. This is where you plug it in to power it up. On this side is your on and off switch, just like that. We don't have anything here on the bottom other than some little like foots to kind of rest it on, like that. And then we'll check out the top here. And on the top you have your Dolby Bypass button. Now this button allows you to turn basically the Dolby Digital off to hear unfiltered and unconditioned audio, so you can just hear the audio straight through when you have it plugged in. This is your Dolby Digital LED. This is your ProLogic 2 LED. This is your Digital N LED. These will light up in accordance to how you have it set up. So that's pretty much our hardware tour around. It's pretty light. It's not heavy. Place it right there. It's pretty, like I said, pretty light, nice design, comfortable. It's not too big and it's not too small. Should work well for you when you have things plugged into it. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to use this in a couple of different scenarios to show you how you can use this to achieve Dolby Digital sound. What you see here is one way to use the EarForce DSS on your Xbox 360 to achieve 7.1 surround sound through the stereo headphones. It's an interesting setup. I'm going to show you how we have it all set up for this to work. So what you see here on the back is actually my component cables that came with my Xbox 360. Now normally I would use HDMI, but for the 360, to use HDMI and get the 7.1 surround sound through a digital optical cable, you actually have to purchase an extra accessory from Microsoft to be able to do that. So for this example, I actually have to plug in using the component cables that came with it as well. So if you don't have that particular accessory and you plug in via HDMI, let it be known if you use EarForce DSS on your Xbox 360, you're going to need to use your component cables that have the digital optical port, which you see right there. So I have it plugged in. You'll still achieve HD, but it won't be through HDMI. But what you see here also, take a look on this side of the EarForce DSS. On this side is where the other optical port's in, and then this is the power right here, the power for the USB, but it's plugged in via USB on the front of the Xbox 360. And then on this end here, this is where we have our headphones plugged in. These are the EarForce Z2s that we did a review on previously, and we use those as an example in this setup. Obviously, there's no mic port, but for the mic port, you would obviously get the talkback cable that's optional from Turtle Beach to use it through your Xbox 360 controller. But back to here, you can see here this is how we have it set up, and right now I have it on Dolby Bypass. That means it's unfiltered sound. If I hit that button, you'll see the Dolby Digital light up and the Digital N light up. That means you're getting and achieving 7.1 Dolby surround sound through the headphones. So that's one option you can use through your Xbox 360. Let's show you a couple of different ways you can use the EarForce DSS. Show you another configuration here. I have my Zune HD plugged into the EarForce DSS to get better audio. Now this can't do 7.1 audio rather with this, but it can do up to ProLogic 2 audio, which is better than what you normally get if you plug your headphones directly into your MP3 player. So the way I have it set up here is I have the USB power right here, have the analog plugs that they include right here. One inside the EarForce DSS, one inside the headphone jack on my Zune HD. That's how the audio comes in. And then I'm using my Klipsch S4 headphones as a stereo headphones for the audio out. And you definitely get enhanced sound that sounds a lot better than you would if you just plugged in your headphones directly. So that's one way of showing how to use it, especially if you just want to sit at home and you don't have a stereo system, but you have an MP3 player, but you want to get that big stereo sound. This is one way about going about using it. So overall, I've definitely liked my experience with the EarForce DSS. I definitely think it's a part that works very well. When using it on my Xbox 360, I definitely heard the enhanced audio sounds on it. I definitely heard a lot more background noise, a lot more particular instruments, and when I was listening to music inside of it, definitely when using on the Xbox 360, you definitely got that 7.1 surround sound field using digital optical output with the EarForce DSS. So overall, I definitely give it a thumbs up. It's definitely a product you want to check out and want to get your hands on if you're looking for something that's going to be able to enhance, give you 7.1 surround sound without having to buy all that equipment, and you just want to do it really, really efficiently, really, really simple, and without, like I said, all that big equipment and all the extra cost that comes with it. So be sure to head over to BWOne.com. We have a full written review over there with pictures as well and more information. So click the link in the description. You can head over there to check out the full review. This is BWOne here from BWOne.com reminding you to subscribe to our YouTube page here. Follow us on Twitter at BWOne.com. And always remember to live your tech world in high definition.